Guys, it's Jingxian. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Recently, I saw very attractive advertisement and it's going viral on Instagram. It is about a dry mixed noodles and everyone comment that this is very delicious and very worth to eat. And I'm curious about that also. So let's go into it. Hello, I want to order. I want this one dry mixed noodles. Okay, thank you.
Later.
Thank you. Oh my god. You sure it's the same thing?
Sorry.
Call your boss now.
Okay. Boss. What's wrong with you?
You are the boss here?
Yeah.
So why is the noodles not same as the advertisement?
Stop, not filming.
That's all for scene 1. So basically, scene 1 is talking about the corruptions in false advertising that happened in the F&B industry. You can see the influencer saw a food advertisements on the social media showing that the noodles will serve in a very big portions and with a lot of side ingredients. But in reality, the food only served in the small portions and without any side ingredients. In our opinions, one of the factors is the greediness of the business. Many businesses choose to cheat their customer through the advertisement so they can attract more customers to visit their restaurant in order to make profit faster than a competitor do. Second is the systematic failure factor. Many consumers choose to not report the issues to the governments or the authorities just because they feel the flow to complain or to submit the complaint is very complicated, it's very trouble. So this has bring the consequences to the company where they can easily run away from what they have done.
The impact of false advertising is customer will feel disappointed, the restaurant may get bad reviews and lose customers. The solution to overcome false advertising is the authorities should monitor the advertisement and impose penalties for misleading advertisement. Other than that, restaurants should create internal rules, staff training on anti-corruption, and honesty in advertising.
Hey boss, I want to do a little spot check.
Okay.
Wait, that is a rat? No, that is my special embrace. Okay, this is your grade.
See you on the yes.
Nice.
Explanations again. So, scene 2 is talking about the corruptions in the cleanliness rating certificates, which in Malay we call it as Sijil Penerapan Kesehatan Premises Makanan. This is one of the common corruptions issues that will happen in the F&B industry. So, the factors of these corruptions is due to the desire for quick approvals by the government authorities. Business owners usually do briberies is because they want to get higher grades or they want to bypass the standard inspection procedures without meeting the actual requirements. So, the businesses choose to prioritize their short-term benefit while ignoring the impact of unhygiene foods on their customers. Next factors is the lack of systematic monitoring. The deficiencies in the internal monitoring and the irregular monitoring of inspections between the government authorities and the staff has created opportunities for this kind of corruption to happen.
The impact of bribery in food and beverage industry will affect consumer health. For example, consumer may get food poisoning or sickness. Other than that, the business will earn less profit. The solution to overcome this situation is encourage people to report to the health department, for example, Ministry of Health Malaysia.
I'm here today is for an inspection. You want to check my license? Yes. Wait. Wait, where's your license? Wait. What is this? Nothing.
That's all for scene 3. So scene 3 is basically talking about the corruption in fake premises license, where we believe that you have seen this kind of corruption issues that happen in Malaysia frequently. So the factors of this corruption will happen is because the business want to save time and save costs. Without an operating license, the business think that they can bypass the regulations that may restrict by the government on where, when, and what they can do to their business. Besides this, they also want to run away from the taxation that were charged by the IRB also. The second factors of this corruption will happen is due to the lack of strict government law and regulations. Because of this, the business think that they can easily run away from the corruptions without facing any legal consequences. They think that they will have law risk being caught by the government.
The impact of using fake business license is consumers are not protected and government loses revenue. The solution for this situation is introduce strict regulation and law. For example, implement a camera bringing system during the application process of fake license. Next, impose penalties or jail sentences.
Business very terrible and cost very high.
Everything also so expensive. It's very hard to stay in business now. How about this? Don't say I didn't help you. I have a friend who's a supplier. His supplies are cheaper, but the quality might be...
Cheaper? How much is cheaper?
You will save a lot of money.
Wow.
Nice.
Oh, you sure?
You want or not?
Of course lah.
Okay.
2,000 years later.
This is an example of the procurement corruptions when the business use those low quality or the expired ingredients to prepare the food. This corruption will happen is due to the low wages for the procurement officers. When the salaries of the procurement officers are not proportional to their cost of living or their workload, it can drive them to seek bribery to supplement their income. Second factors is the lack of separations of duties within an organization. If there is only one employee who handles the whole procurement process, including sourcing, approving, or receiving the goods from the suppliers, it can create the opportunity for the corruption to happen because the employees sometimes will have less monitored by the organization.
The impact of this situation will lead to consumer risk health, for example, diarrhea and stomach pain. Next, the reputation of the restaurant will drop. The ways to overcome is stop greedy. Next, implement digital procurement system to track orders, deliveries, and payment to reduce the opportunities for manual tampering.
very disgusting, right? Imagine you eating noodles in the halfway and then you saw a tissue inside the noodles. So unethical. So this is very unethical activities that happen in the F&B industry. So people may think that does Malaysia happen this kind of corruption before? Yes, exactly. So recently there is a news about this corruption case that happened in the Nasi Kandar restaurant. The employees washed away those leftover foods, recooked and resell it to the public the other day. So what we are seeing here is more likely a deliberate attempt of the company to maximize their profit by cutting corners and ignoring those food safety. So when the business prioritize their profit over the public health, consumers are put at the serious risk. Besides that, the inadequate operational management, especially for those buffets and events, can easily lead to the corruptions in leftover food resale also. This is because the buffet service are highly susceptible as large amount of foods are displayed for long periods and it will easily lead to the high volumes of leftovers. So, inadequate demand forecasting and overproductions will lead to the significant food surpluses which are then improperly reused.
The impact of this situation is the customer will get food poisoning. Next, the restaurant will suffer permanent reputation damage. To overcome this situation, food operators must always place consumer rights, safety, and health at the forefront of their operations. Nothing that public trust is the backbone of the food business.